Hello. I was trying to let my microphone charge up as much as I could because I didn't realize that one of my little friends, the cats, um accidentally turned off the whole power strip. So these were not charging at all. Yeah. So there was I was getting ready to go live. I was like, oh my gosh, look at me. I'm on time. I'm on time. It's so exciting. And there's no backup on my microphone. And it's not even Mercury retrograde. Y'all, it's not even Mercury retrograde. And the amount of little Ganeshes that I have in this joint should really offset things like this happening. But it's also my fault because I didn't realize until today that it had been disconnected. It's so awesome. So awesome. Okay. Oh my gosh. I really want to talk about chakras. I really am excited to talk about chakras. I know it's the day after a holiday. I don't really expect a lot of people live in the chat. So I'm not hello, Suzanne. I'm not really expecting a lot of you, but I have noticed that it seems like more people watch the reruns on YouTube, and I'm okay with that. So as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, really thinking that I may not be as present on Facebook anymore. So I would like to switch to just doing my lives on YouTube. If you guys are, okay with that, if you can find me okay on YouTube, because I'm just the whole thing with Facebook is just, I'm not gelling with it. Yeah. So, but yeah, feeling pretty good here tonight. Got my eyelashes on tonight, people. This is an exciting moment. I was on time, without a microphone, but whatever. Just little things, right? Right? Yeah. It's interesting. Okay, so let's just start talking about chakras. All right, so we have these energy centers in our bodies, and they are called chakras. Now, I want to tell you, I've shown you guys this book so many times. I don't want to oversell it, but this is a freaking awesome book. Yeah, this is an amazing book. It is by Cindy Dale. It is called The Subtle Body. She has several books that I highly recommend. Several. I also recommend her audiobooks. They do sell them on Amazon. I do not currently have any for sale because I think a few of you have seen my website. So just crickets over there. I can't make the noise of the cricket. Yeah, I'm doing real good, huh? But this is a freaking awesome book, okay? If you run across any of her stuff, I highly recommend it. She is awesome. She's phenomenal. She's even better than our former friend, with the DB, our friend with those initials. Yeah, I still use some of her cards on here, but we're just not gonna mention her name. But I used to love her chakra clearing, her, all her stuff. Mouse, what are you doing back there, baby? He's injured again. Yeah, so he's really unhappy with me. But this is a really awesome book. I highly recommend it. By the way, this little chakra discussion is a very basic it's a very basic overview of all these chakras. I'm not going into infinite detail here because I like to keep you guys at an hour. And if I start talking about chakras in that kind of detail, we will be here for a really long time. I mean, I could really do a series on this and do one chakra and just do 7-week series. And yes, there are actually more than 7 chakras. When you look at her book, we're talking about the 7 basic chakras that are right here in our body that we see in all of our stuff. Wait, where did I put it? I had to move my stuff because the cats, again, yeah, we're going to talk about that. So yeah, here's one of my selenite necklaces that has chakra stones on it, like all the stones representing the chakras. I love this. It's so those things do for me, they remind me to clear. And I forget. I forget. I think I mentioned a few weeks ago I called one of my friends who I don't usually get readings from other people, but I called one of my friends and I was like, look, what do you see on me? And she was like, well, I see all the levels of protection that you have around you. I see those, but the problem is that you haven't cleared yourself in a while. You're not doing like a, clearing energy. And as many people as you talk to probably should be doing that. Probably should be like taking care of some stuff. So there you have that. So anyway, it's you kind of forget to do it. If you don't get into a routine of doing it, and I am usually in a routine of doing it, but I do like forget from time to time. So let's go back to chakras. So we're going to start with the base chakra. I forgot why I saved this, why I had the book out, is so that I could read some stuff here. I do want to talk about that there are different chakras. And again, one of the reasons why I love losing my damn glasses. We're not going to talk about that. I feel strongly that menopause is doing something to the gray matter, but we're not going to talk about that. So chakras. Okay. There's a Hindu chakra model, a tantric chakra model, a traditional Chinese chakra model, a Western view of chakras, which is, kind of fun. And then we have the more modern chakra system, which outlines the 7 chakras. So we have the first, which is located in our groin. The second chakra is located in our lower. The third chakra is still abdomen plexus. Your solar plexus is in your upper abdomen. Then we have the fourth chakra, which is our heart. The fifth chakra, which is our throat. The sixth chakra, which is our forehead, right here between our eyes, the third eye. And then we have the seventh chakra, which is at the top of our head, and that is our crown chakra. So just like letting you know. Now, a few years ago, when I was talking to another practitioner, we came to some conclusions about chakras, and we both decided, and she was very instrumental in helping me think this way, that you don't necessarily need to always balance your chakras, okay? So if you're giving a speech somewhere, or if you're doing something like this on YouTube, where you're you need to be able to speak and voice like what's going on, or you have something that you have to say or teach, your throat chakra may be a lot larger than, I don't know, your heart chakra, or it may be a lot larger than your root chakra at that time. It is important that when you come away from whatever it is that you're working on or a speech that you're giving, that you come back in and maybe you like wind that down and bring your throat chakra back into balance, and maybe bring it back to like I don't want to say a normal size, is what is normal for you, right? Different, but bring it into a manageable place, a manageable size. if you need to push your voice out, or you need to like stand on what you're saying, like make people that you have this like knowledge, or you're giving out like bits of authority or something, you may not need to do that in the next day or the next week or whatever. So it's important that you like think about like, okay, I need to bring this back into balance. I need to bring this back into balance. If you've gone through some issues with money, if you've gone through some issues with confidence, with like feeling your freedom, or like something inhibited, then you may have accidentally shriveled up that chakra. You may have accidentally shriveled up the root chakra, or the chakra. Hitting your like in your solar plexus chakra, which if you guys have heard me speak before, you know that is my favorite chakra. So I'm just saying that when you may need to work on like an out of balance situation, but sometimes you need that out of balance. Sometimes you need to like work with it. When I used to work at psychic fairs, I've done psychic fairs in Colorado, I've done psychic fairs in North Carolina, Virginia. I've done psychic fairs, of course, here in Georgia. But the thing is, after those fairs, I have to like bring the whole crown and third eye chakras. I have to bring those back into like, let's get grounded. Let's get like bring it back and like keep it together. And I had a real hard time doing that when I was pregnant, because when I was pregnant, I was so open. I just could not control it. It was just, it was so overwhelming for me. So I just want to say that sometimes our chakras need to be out of balance. Sometimes we can't really do anything to make it in balance. But we also have an option of like making them bigger when we need them to be, or making them smaller if our job with that is done, or what we needed it for. I know, it's so crazy. Hey, Gretchen, how are you? Okay, so again, those of you that are on Facebook right now, if this is the only place where you watch me, like I get that 100%, but I really am thinking maybe towards the end of the summer, I am really thinking about moving my lives off of Facebook completely and just having a live on YouTube, because there's just more of a reception over there, and there's a little bit like there's still some hiccups going on with the Facebook thing. It's weird. But anyway, it's just I'm putting it out there, just food for thought. Okay, so back to these chakras. I just want to say, if you are in a place where you maybe haven't been standing up for yourself, or you need to stand up for yourself, or you're dealing with grief, or you're dealing with an overwhelming of happiness, whatever's going on in your life, your chakras could be out of balance for a reason. So it's not necessary to always balance them, but it is 100% necessary to clear them. Because if you do not clear your energy, then unnecessary things will stick to you. It'll stick to the energy. It's like if you're not clearing your energy, it's sort of like your energy sort of becomes sticky. And now every little bit of like, metaphysical, spiritual dust, dirt, debris, whatever, especially if you're a practitioner, you're gonna be in other people's energy all the time, and that stuff is gonna stick to you if you are not clearing your energy. So again, who is fabulous, my basic. Okay, so then this is a very basic to like do them, because we are like, this is vacation central these months. So we may be interacting with a lot more people. We may be out in public more or just going to, tourist places. So there could be a lot of people involved and you may be mixing your energy in with a lot. It's important to just clear. Okay. And oh, that's awesome, Gretchen. Thank you. I'm not ready to pull the trigger yet, but I really am. I'm a little disheartened with the way Facebook is. So I'm just thinking about just doing YouTube. I just think, it'd be easier. And hey, Mouse agrees. He's on this side. He's again, y'all, he's injured again. And what am I doing here? It's like the cats come and just really spend a lot of time with me when they're injured. Like, okay. But then he's mad because I won't let him out. I mean, what does he want? Okay. So, root chakra. As I said, root chakra is located in the groin area. It is the first chakra. When we look at this chakra, we have the words, the phrases, however you want to say this, is I do, I am. The root chakra, the base chakra, is exactly what it means. It's our foundation, it's our connection to the earth, it's what we have that keeps us grounded. I'm so sorry, y'all. Just like immediate like hot flash when I'm in the lights. It doesn't happen all the time, but I should do a study about like doing some of this energy work and being like getting into things I'm really excited about. And then like the hot flash. Oh my gosh, so hot. I mean, really, I'm like burning up. Hold, please. Do something else. Really, really, that's possible. I'm doing so good. I mean, really. Oh. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. Okay. If you guys can't hear me, just like give me a pop in something. I'm really worried about the longevity here. All right. So, with again the base chakra, the root chakra, this is where we have the energy of our survival, our health, our family, passion, stability. It's our security when we're feeling insecure about like our safety. This is something that will really, really, really mess with our root chakra. Moon life. Yeah, that'll do it too. So, when it's not clear, when our root chakra isn't clear, we see anxiety, hopelessness, instability, depletion, loneliness, insecurity. We're not feeling grounded. We're feeling abandoned, indecisive. And this is where we see a lot of phobias show up. I switched to YouTube because Facebook got choppy. Okay, see, again, there's some weird stuff going on with Facebook. Thank you for reporting that to me, Gretchen, because I'm just like, dude, what is happening here? And I seriously cannot believe that I am going to lose my microphone. This is not good. I mean, really, Mercury isn't even in retrograde. This is happening. So, do to our root chakra? Well, let me tell you, one of the first things that you can do, and this is so simple, go outside, stand in some grass, touch a tree. Like, what can you do to be in nature? I have a friend, well, and a client, she's also a friend though. She lives in New York and she's like, I'm a bit far away from the world's largest park, Central Park, but she keeps like plants on her like her balcony. I think it's a fire escape actually. But she keeps plants on it all the time. She can just like touch them. Touch something like that's technically in earth. And she's like, and a lot of sidewalks have trees, and so she can walk down and she can just touch a tree or whatever she needs to do. But she's it helps her because her apartment is quite high up. So it does make her feel better when she has plants around her. So she has a lot of plants in her home, but she has a lot of plants on her fire escape. She sent me pictures. They're very interesting. Yeah. So that is one great way to immediately get grounded, and it does a wonderful job of just clearing your energy in general, not just the root chakra. But you can also wear red. Red is one of my favorite colors. I mean, I realize you don't see all the red that's in my office right now, but I have a ton of red in my house and just my life in general because red is seriously my favorite color. So you can wear red. You can wear a stone that has red, like a garnet or a ruby. Perfect. Awesome. Eat red berries. Yeah, that'll do it. Um, and again, energize your space with red. So I feed, oh, okay. I feed my cats with a red scoop because I am actually trying to energize their food. I know it sounds crazy, but I do. This is what I use to feed them with. So it has a little bit of like energy. Jewel. I've done on like a red stone or just put a red stone on top of it. That infuses it. It's fantastic. Also, again, just squeezing berries into your water. I don't know what the glitch is. I seriously do not know what the glitch. There's so many glitches going on with my feed tonight. My camera keeps doing this. It was even doing it before I went live, and my microphone. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. So I'll try to be quick. The sacral. All right, the sacral chakra is in the lower abdomen. I don't know if is this working? And I have no idea what this sounds like. Um, can you hear me okay? Wow, this is a terrible, like, maybe it is storm related, because, I mean, it's just so strange how, like, everything just shut down. To be fair, like, all okay, I'm kind of almost getting ready to just like give up. What is going on with the camera? It keeps skipping over. Okay, so can you guys hear me okay? Is it very clear? Is it not very clear? Um, I don't even know if this, I hope this microphone is working properly. Hey, Kathleen. Is this better? Is that a little clearer? Is it too loud? I guess I'm just going to be holding a mic. So great. Yeah, because it's been a long time. I don't even have a mic stand anymore because I usually just use the little wireless ones. Okay, so that being said, all right, so the sacral chakra. So again with the sacral chakra, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I'm seriously killing I am killing everything tonight. But I hope you guys can hear me. I'm sorry about the sound because my microphones have like crapped out. Just doing good. And my feed keeps cutting out. This is the weirdest night. I've no idea what's going on. It's something I've really got to check all the cables because I think mouse and probably mercury has helped destroy some stuff in here. Really? This is not the way, this is not the right way we operate here, people. Well, they're cats, they're not people. So anyway, good to know. Thank you, Gretchen. Okay, so with the sacral chakra, again, orange, I feel I want is our second chakra. Is located in our lower abdomen, and we really want that to be clear, like clear orange energy. Okay. Um, this is I know I don't really know where the sound went out, so I'll just start talking again. Okay, so when it's clear, this is our connection to other people. This is our creativity, our energy, our confidence, our sexual health. This is our sexuality, our empathy, our passion, our emotional balance, and our feeling of freedom. And like I was saying earlier, right before the sound went out, you will see a little bit of overlap with all of these, right? I mean, you're not going to see overlap as much with like the root chakra overlap the sacral and the solar plexus, and the solar plexus with the heart. You're gonna see like a little bit of overlap with all of these, right? So when the sacral is not clear, okay, when the sacral needs to be cleaned, when it needs to be cleared in a big way, we're gonna see dependence. And by dependence, I mean like codependence, dependence on other people, maybe even addiction issues, loneliness, emotional imbalances, low libido. People. And chakras and problematic with eating. Serious. I'm not touching it. The cat blanks out. It's so crazy. Anyway, so really you can really look at people and just be like, hey, this is what's going on. You need to work on these issues. Now, to get our sacral chakra clear, again, you can wear orange. You can put orange in your life. This is slightly orange. Okay. This is more orange. This is one of my Greek goddesses. Love her. You can wear orange. You can add orange to your food. You can, I mean, really, eating anything orange, oranges, obviously, is a huge thing. Eating carrots, awesome. You can put orange in your space. Also, with the sacral chakra, you can put you can spend time like out in nature, because that is actually, for any of these chakras, spending time in nature is actually going to help you clear them. It really is. Is low back pain sacral chakra related? Yes, it can be both sacral and root, because typically lower back pain means that you are worried or have been worried about your abundance, or worried about how you make money. So it could be job related, or maybe a big bill. Someone that I read for a few weeks ago, she it turned out to be somebody did her to like work with her insurance company about it. And then I know this is a long story. It's actually somebody else's insurance company that tires, but all her tires went out on her car at the same time. And so she was very just like, okay, like, what am I going to do? This is going that she lives in would actually tow it. And it was just a mess, but it turned out okay. But because she was worried about that bill, because she was worried about that money, and she was worried about that excess that she had not budgeted for, she had lower back pain. And that is pretty common when you are, and it's not just like, oh, I haven't worked out in a few days, or I need to wear better shoes. Sometimes seriously, when you're focused on your finances, you're focused on your abundance, and it also can be an abundance of knowledge. Knowledge is a commodity, right? So it can be a lot of things in that lineup. If you are worried about your abundance, it can cause lower back pain. And yes, it can be sacral or I mean, I guess it could also be an abundance of our I don't think they'll demonetize me for saying sexual health or sexuality. Yeah. So, but also creativity. Because again, when you see people that work in a creative industry, maybe they work in marketing, or maybe they work in publicity or something, and they need that creativity all the time. They need that abundance of creativity. So it could also be coming in for that. Yes. And by the way, before I get any further, and before I get to my favorite chakra, there are a multitude of meditations online that you can, on YouTube especially, that you can meditate with, like chants or music or sound frequencies to help you clear out your chakras. Cindy Dale the amazing Cindy Dale has an audio of that. She has an audio book of it. You can actually, I think this is in Fulton County as well as in Cobb County. You can check it out at the library. Our friend, hang on just a second. I don't need to say her name, but our former friend, is it her? Has a really awesome chakra wisdom book and CD. And if you can find it online, I do recommend it. It's fantastic. It's a quick little meditation. It's a guided meditation to help you clear your chakras. So there's some fantastic guided and unguided meditations to help you clear your chakras. And if you do need to balance them, if you're not like, if you need to bring things back into balance after you've given a speech, or you've had some money issues, or just a fantastic, weekend away with your partner, and you need to bring it back into balance, maybe that kind of balance would be okay too. Okay, solar plexus, third chakra. Oh, I'm like falling in my chair because I can't move my camera. The solar plexus is located in the solar plexus. So this is my favorite. This is my favorite chakra. I fully aware that everybody's favorites are different. I think the heart chakra is the pivotal chakra in these 7, but for me, the solar plexus is definitely my favorite. The chakra, and the color is clear. I do. So this is about this chakra is personal, emotional an emotional center. This is your instinct. So when people seriously, what's going on with my feed? That's your solar plexus. So this is your intuition. This is your dignity. This is when you seriously feel like you are in control. Okay. Now, when it is not clean, when it's not clear, again, we see eating disorders, sugar addiction, anxiety, fear. We do not feel in control. We do not feel centered. We see insomnia, lack of memory, and no concentration. It's very challenging. I really feel like this is such an important chakra because of the personal power and the inner strength. Personal power, inner strength, intuition, that gut feeling, just like your instincts of fight or flight. I think those are very important. I'm not saying they're not all important. They are. This is my favorite. Yeah. So when we are looking at how to clear the solar plexus chakra, this is fantastic. Get in the sun. I'm not kidding. You don't have to be in the sun for hours, but just being in the Earth's yellow sun, a little bit of like Superman there, it heals us. But being in the sun does help like strengthen and energize that solar plexus chakra. Being in the sun. That's pretty easy to do, right? And it's also nature. Pretty awesome. I'm hoping that these charge back up because I can't have like everything go wrong at the same time. Like the camera crapping out on me, seriously, and me trying to hold a microphone. It's crazy. So, back over to the solar plexus. Wearing yellow. Yeah, crystal citrine. Citrine is the crystal for June. I've already talked to you guys about this. Adding lemon to your water. Yeah. Um, there's fantastic other, like, things that you can eat that are yellow. The yellow bell peppers, awesome. I mean, anything that you can do to help bring in that energy is definitely going to help you clear and maintain a healthy solar plexus chakra. And I truly do feel like that is an important one. I mean, it really is. I have a separate playlist for my different chakras. Solar plexus aligns with songs in the key of E. Oh, so my playlist for solar plexus includes songs in the key of E. Google songs. That is really cool. That's pretty awesome. I just like I go to really I and listen to that don't have ads. Yeah. So you can listen to them for like an hour or so and they don't have any ads. I don't know why it's doing this. I like to pick those frequencies and sometimes I'll listen to them all night. Sometimes I will just like just sleep all night to them because if I'm not especially in a restful place, or I don't know if this happens to anybody else, and I know I talk too much about it, but this whole menopause and perimenopause crap, are you kidding me? Like, what is it that it says? Oh, in a menopause handbook somewhere, it says, "Hey, you're not gonna sleep." No, you're not gonna sleep, and it's not gonna be necessarily because you're having hot flashes. You're just not gonna sleep. That doesn't work for me. Yeah. So, then pick your favorites from the Google list. Each chakra aligns with a different. Oh, is definitely awesome. I love that. So, especially because I drink a lot of water. I mean, yeah, okay, it's flavored, but whatever. But I like to have a lot of that just like flavored. And when the berries come into season, whoa, are you kidding me? Oh yeah, just throw some berries in your water and you're good to go. Because they sell these water bottles on Amazon that have like a strainer at the top. So you can drink your water and just, throw all the fruit down in the bottom and just it strains it out, so you're not like choking on all the pits or the seeds or anything. It's really great. Okay, so next we're going to the heart chakra. This is a very pivotal part because this is true here. If your heart chakra is out of whack, all the ones above it and all the ones below it are going to be messed up. Yeah. And we all know this to be true. Um I have wig glue in my eye. Sorry. So we all know this to be true because if it hasn't happened to us, and you're lying if you say that it's never happened to you, if it hasn't happened to you, then you know it's happened to somebody else that you've had your heart broken, that you've been in emotional turmoil because of pain, because of just emotional pain. And it affects every part of your life, doesn't it? When you go to work, when you hang out with your friends, when you're trying to eat, or for me, like eating cookie dough. I don't recommend that for you out there. But I'm just saying, all of those things happen to us, right? When we're like out of whack. Um, Sorry, I was just hoping this had charged. So the fourth chakra is the heart chakra. It is green and it is I love. That's the phrase, that's the moniker here is I love. Because let's face it, what do we look at when we're talking about the heart chakra? It is love, right? Anytime we're relating things to the heart. So love, compassion, trust, forgiveness, self-compassion. And I just want to emphasize that because sometimes we forget to do those things ourselves. This is our relationship. This is about our safety, our emotional safety, more than our physical safety that we get in the root chakra. This is our emotional safety. And adventure. Yeah. And really how we are like come across as friendly or Oscar the Grouch. Yeah. So when we're not clear, when our green, like super beautiful emerald clear green chakra is not clear, we feel disconnected. We feel hopeless. Like that's where the hopelessness comes in. We feel rejection. We feel apathetic. We lose our faith. We feel unforgiving, uh, detached, distrustful, and uncommitted. Just I can't do that. I can't put myself out there. And it's in that, feeling that energy of just I really feel like the loss of faith and the hopelessness is just going to like take care of you. No idea why this keeps happening. Not a clue. I don't know if it is the connections or if it is the storms that we've been having. I've no idea. This is a crazy day. It really is. It's not good. Okay, to clear our heart chakra, step outside. Grass. Like step outside. Anything green. Be close to plants that have this, that lovely green energy. Wear jade. Get you some fluorite. Oh my gosh. Green fluorite? Are you kidding me? This is fantastic. Um so jade, green fluorite, lots of green crystals out there, not even going to lie. And I have a lot of them over there. Oh yeah, I have a jade dragon. Pretty awesome. So lots of green. By the way, green, but definitely helps the heart chakra, rose quartz. Definitely helps the heart chakra. Eating green vegetables. Well, that's a given, right? Wearing green, like energizing your space with green. Any of those things will definitely help. The only thing that's not green that definitely helps the heart chakra is rose quartz. And I highly recommend that. I mean, we love some rose quartz, right? Yeah. Okay. So the throat chakra, fifth chakra. And obviously, this one is I speak. So this is our communication. It's our expression. It's our freedom. Our freedom of like speaking our truth. It's the place where we see like leadership, because people that are natural leaders do have that authority coming from their throat chakra. Being able to express yourself appropriately. Yeah, we do have some leaders that don't do that, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to mention them. Um, and this is also about responsibility. I know it seems a little off, but yeah, our throat chakra is about like accountability, responsibility. So, When our throat chakra, which by the way is a lovely blue color, not a dark blue, it's a lovely light blue, like a sky blue color. Okay. Um, did I say it was I speak? I did say that, didn't I? Yes. So when we chakra become clogged up, we see again anxiety, insecurity, nervous, fear, poor coping skills, feeling isolated. Maybe instead of speaking truth, they get quite gossipy, exaggerations, because they feel like what they have to say they're not being heard. Um, and it can also be like that paralysis of speech where you're just uh, uh, like can't say anything. There's also that, and I think we've all done this at some point in time, right? When you get nervous, you either don't speak at all, or what happens is just like diarrhea of the mouth, and you're like, blah, 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 and you just can't stop it. Also, a contender here, just letting you know. So there's tons of blue stones that you can wear to clear your throat chakra. Turquoise. I usually have my turquoise bracelet on, and maybe that's why everything is just like going weird tonight. I usually have my turquoise bracelet on. Lapis lazuli. Oh my gosh, fantastic, super awesome. Sodalite, another beautiful blue stone, fantastic. How about connecting with the ocean? The sky. I mean, not today here in Georgia because it's a really, really dark sky, but on a clear day, connecting with the sky, eating blueberries. I know not a lot of blue food out there, but still, there's a lot of blue crystals, so it more than makes up for it. I was looking to see, I have so many over here, but yeah, sodalite, fantastic. Kyanite. There's blue kyanite. Perfect. Oh, that's an amazing one. I use blue kyanite and, of course, selenite to clear my cards. So it's a fantastic one to clear your chakras with as well. Okay, so moving along, we got two more, and I promise I won't keep you that late. So, third eye is our sixth chakra, is located right here, and it is a dark blue. It's a dark blue. It's like an indigo sort of color. I always look at it as like the ink pen blue. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just a darker blue. Navy, but maybe a little bit lighter than navy. So the sixth chakra, our third eye chakra, my hair right here, is I know. So when this lovely chakra is completely clear and we're like in a good place with it, this is our thoughts, our dreams, our intuition, our psychic abilities, our ideas, mindfulness, and being tuned into what we would call the sixth sense. I know can't do the rabbit ears because gotta hold the microphone. Doing real good tonight. Real good. Yeah. So this is really where, again, when I said earlier, when I've worked psychic fairs before in the past, I need to shut this all down, or I need to bring it back into balance. So the thing that I do is I try to clean something. I go outside and touch a tree if I can. I try to just get as grounded as I can very quickly. There was one place that I worked at that as soon as I would leave there after doing a fair or just working or whatever, I would go outside and stomp in the parking lot and on asphalt, just stomp like around because I was trying to shed other people's energy, but I was also just trying to like bring the energy down, because you're up when you're doing readings, and as a practitioner, you're all up in your 6th and 7th chakra. You're in your third eye and your crown all the time, and it's really hard just to like pull that energy back. So that being said, when it's not clear, when your third eye is not clear, this is where we see people being very judgy. Yeah. And what happens is we start judging ourselves really, really harshly. It's like being in the number, like a vibration of a 3. Yeah. When we start judging ourselves very harshly, that cup gets full and it starts overflowing out into everybody else. And then we're just like, why would you do that? Why did you get your hair done like that? Why did you wear that? What is going on? I mean, it's just really, you get into that judgy place when you are like feeling that energy, when you're not in a good place and you start judging yourself, and now you are full up on judging yourself, and it's got to spread to somewhere, right? I know. So we dump it out on other people. Generally, we dump it out on people that we love because, well, I mean, that's just what we do, right? I don't condone that, by the way. I'm not saying that's a good thing. That's how we get all wrapped up and into the stuff that I was talking about last week. And last week was so heavy. This show last week was so heavy. I was surprised that I had anybody watch it, because it was just because it was talking about depression. I was talking about like how things had happened with me being depressed, like how things have been shaken out for some of my clients. It was just it was sad. It was a heavy thing. So that's why I wanted to do some clearing tonight. Yeah, let's clear some of those energies out. Yeah, we don't need to hang on to that. So again, being judgy, this can actually cause insomnia too. It can cause insomnia because you're not comfortable. You're at an imbalance. You're losing your intuition. You just can't think. So it can trigger headaches or migraines. It can even trigger nightmares, which causes people to like have insomnia. It causes like personalities to get wonky, learning difficulties. And when we go to the extreme here, and this is where people are ignoring their psychic gifts, we see neurological disorders, hallucinations, and seizures. And again, I'm talking about the absolute extreme, where people are just ignoring their gifts and they don't want to recognize it. Yeah, I know. And that's a whole thing, right? That's a whole big thing. So to clear, again, we have a ton of like dark blue crystals out there, which are fantastic. Not as much the lighter ones like turquoise, but when we're moving into lapis lazuli, also azurite, those darker blue crystals are the ones that are fantastic. There are crystals that can clear more than one chakra. Like citrine can actually clear your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. Why? Why does it keep doing this? Seriously. That's some crazy stuff. Okay. Back to neat. Yeah. So connecting with the night sky. So in the throat chakra, I was saying connect with the sky, like the sky, the blue sky, the daylight sky. For the third eye, connect with the night sky. Connect with the ocean at night. Connect with anything, like wear anything looks like a navy blue or dark blue, not like the again the light blue color, but wear the darker blue. That's fantastic. It's like the color that you see in the evil eye that I have back here. That's actually the light blue is more of the throat chakra, and the dark blue there is the third eye. Just FYI. So putting dark blue in your space, this is where I really do feel like blackberries are fantastic for you to eat for the third eye and the crown chakra. That's just my opinion. But it seems to work for me. So just FYI, it's really good. Oh, and something I did not mention in any of these is using different essential oils or incense. Yes, those are fantastic for clearing. And I use them because I have an essential oil burner and I have a ton of incense burners. That I use the little cones, and I also use like the traditional like stick incense. Those are fantastic. And oh my gosh, they're amazing. And think about it. If you're burning rose petals that you've dried in like your smudge or in your incense or just in like a burner in general, you can get those in several different colors. Yellow, white, purple. I've never seen a green one. But definitely pink, which again I associate with the heart chakra, so you don't have to get a green rose. Doesn't really work. But red, yeah, all of those things help you clear your chakras. It really does. But oils, fantastic. Especially for the third eye, use some lavender. That'll work. Some lavender oil. Okay, so the last one, crown chakra, which typically people will say is purple. Okay, now not everybody says it's purple. A lot of people say that it's clear or white. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. It's if you see the crown chakra as white or clear, gun it up, or purple. Whatever. There is no wrong one here. There's no wrong way, but I'm just letting you know that there is like different schools of thought. So the seventh chakra is I am. This is definitely our connection for spirituality. This is our divine wisdom. It's our enlightenment, our connection to our creator, the universe, however you want to put that. It's our imagination, it's our awareness, it's our optimism, and it's like where we really understand whether we're walking on our path. So like our place, our am I in the right place? Do I feel like I'm in the right place in time? Is that, I don't know how to say it. Just, are you on your path? I think that's the best way to say like some of the stuff I've written down. Yeah, I know. I have notes. Oh, a nice little notebook of notes. But this is just like when you know you're in the right place, you're in the right time, and you're walking strongly on your path. Yeah, yeah. It's also a place where you will not find against anyone for anything. Well, if you're in balance. I mean, and if it's clear, not balance. So when your crown chakra clear, this is hopelessness, confusion, lots of faith. And what it does is it puts you in, you're unable to connect with the divine, but you're also unable to connect with the divine that you have inside you, because we're all connected that way. I don't care what you. Yeah, this is getting old. I don't care what you believe in, what deity, whatever. It's our connection to that piece of that divine within us. And if you can't connect to it, then you're just really unsure of like who you are. Mouse, are you okay? I think he nearly fell off the ledge. I put a new ledge over here for the cats, so that they wouldn't have to hop on my computer to look out the window, that they could look at sit on the ledge and look out the window. But I'm still having problems with my stuff tonight. This is crazy. So again, this is about our connection. It's about how we are walking strongly on our path. And when we are not on our path, we usually are. I know when I haven't been on my path, when I've not been in the place where I really feel like I'm supposed to be, it is depressing. I do feel hopeless. I usually accumulate a lot of debt during that time. It's never a good thing. I feel like I don't have faith in anything. And it's really hard for me to climb out of that when I have felt that. So for this one, to clear really open up that again, to clear our crown chakra, amethyst. Oh my gosh, amethyst. Get you some amethyst. Huh? Everybody needs amethyst. So amethyst, fantastic. Of course, wear purple, energize your like that. Any type of activity in nature, even if you're surrounded by green, the yellow sun, whatever, is still going to help you clear your crown chakra. Meditation of any kind will go through the crown first. So meditation hits the crown chakra first. As we've talked about, there are meditations for clearing every single chakra that you have, even the ones outside of our body, as illustrated in Cindy Dale's books. But meditation is fantastic. Listening to these frequencies on YouTube, great, awesome. I love the fact that Gretchen is talking about like aligning with songs in special in different keys, which is awesome. You have to find what works for you. Okay. Exercise is also another way to clear all of these chakras, all of them. Yeah, a healthy amount of exercise, just to be clear on that. But also for the crown chakra, eating grapes, purple grapes, eating purple figs, just amazing. And it does do wonders because it does help you to just sit back and go, okay, I need to work on this. I would say eggplant, but I have heard people saying you don't want to use those as emojis. Yeah, I get it. But I'm just saying, there are purple foods out there. So you don't have to use it as an emoji, but I do recommend the actual like vegetable, fruit. Pretty sure it's a vegetable. Yeah. So violet is a wonderful color to bring in because, violet and purple, very similar, but it is a really wonderful energy and a color that was reserved for royalty for a long time. So I feel that it's, oh gosh, with also the essential oils, I forgot to mention one other thing that I use quite frequently, and that is candles. A candle in these colors will help you like clear and cleanse that chakra. Yeah, I know. So crystals, oils, candles, awesome. And eating, the things that you eat, the things that you wear, the things that you put in your space, can also help you clear these chakras. And don't forget meditation, exercise, being in nature, all of these things help you clear, cleanse, and maintain your chakras. And if you need like your throat chakra to be bigger, then you can do some special meditations, which I like what Gretchen is saying about listening to music in specific keys, because you can go to a Google list and it tells you what the different key is for each chakra, and listen to music. So if you need your throat chakra to be bigger because you're getting ready to do a speech or teach a class or something, that might be the way to go. If you need your root chakra to be bigger or your throat to be bigger, find those things that can elevate that chakra for a period of time. Even connecting with your spirits, your angels, will also help you to like say, hey, I'm going to need this bigger for a time. And then I need you to bring it back down. I need you to help me to bring it back down. I know, because we may need. I guess it's good that I'm almost done, but we definitely don't want one chakra to overrule the other ones for an extended period of time. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I I talked a little longer tonight, mostly because of my microphone issues. And also because of the camera issues that it keeps glitching. And I don't know if it's this program. I don't know if it's my internet connection. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is that Mercury and Venus are not in retrograde. And there's some really great stuff happening in June with Mercury and Venus, because Venus is going to be in Taurus. Venus rules Taurus. Mercury's going to be in Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini. So it's like, I just don't understand why things are not like, I mean, I realize we're still in May, but I just don't understand why things are not like chilling out. I don't know. Maybe there was some squares today that I missed or some conjunctions. You know, I was really not looking forward to the Saturn Neptune conjunction in Aries. But I think it's our next moon that is going to be square. Is it I think it is. I think it's the next moon that's going to be square both Saturn and Uranus. No, Saturn and Neptune in Aries. Who's excited about that? Yay. At least it doesn't last for long, because the moon and Mercury move quite quickly. And thank you for that. Yeah. So when Mercury's doing some weird stuff, it doesn't last forever. So fast. And Mercury is going to be conjunct Jupiter right before Mercury and Jupiter go into Cancer. So we're going to have one day where it's like 2 hours of Mercury conjunct Jupiter before it moves into Cancer. Yeah, good times. It's good times. Should be super fun. Thank you guys so much for today. I get up to you because last week was so emotionally charged, and it was just there's a lot of just like weird stuff going on emotionally with, I think, a lot of people, and I do think it has a lot to do with Neptune leaving it's been for 14 years, and it's now in Aries, and it's not a horrible place for Neptune to be, but it is not, it's just not like super. I mean, it's a water thing, and it's now going to be in fire for 14 years. So yeah. Chakra Key of G. Thank you for saying that. If anyone is looking for a great resource for chakras, I can't say enough praise for the book, The Power of Aligning the Chakras of Consciousness by Jeffrey Jowett. Jowett. Okay, I really like this. I want to say if you're watching from Facebook, and sometimes people, even if they're in YouTube, don't even see the comments from other people in YouTube. But this is a comment from a YouTube viewer. If anyone is looking for a great resource for the chakras, Gretchen really likes this book called The Power of I Am, Aligning the Chakras of Consciousness by Jeffrey with a G, Jeffrey Jowett, Jowett. I'm going to look that book up. You've sent me some great recommendations before. I do highly recommend Cindy Dale. And again, the lady that we're not actually saying her name anymore, but this lady right here, there we go. This lady, you can find her stuff. She has a chakra energy clearing book and CD. I do recommend it. It's awesome because she has her meditations are ones that you can do, one in the morning and one at night for all 7. Yeah. Yeah, it's worth it if you can find it. If you can't, hit me up at this email address and I'll see what I can do to help you locate it or locate one. And I think that is about it. Yeah. I think that's about it. Sorry for the glitches. I'm sorry for everything. I don't know if this is storm related or if this is cat related because they have literally been stepping all over my stuff. The numerology videos should be up in the next couple of days. Got some more citrine crystals. So I just have to do a bunch of edits and then we'll get them loaded up for you. I think you're going to love that. And I do have some surprises coming in June. I know you may be seeing a bit more of me. I know you've been wanting to. But yeah, you may be seeing a bit more of me on YouTube. So you guys hit me up and let me know if you definitely are okay with watching me exclusively on YouTube for the lives, because I'm thinking of just getting more away from Facebook. Well, Facebook lives at least. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. I hope you have a great week. The next time I see you will be in June. And until I see you guys again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.